Hi everyone, this is Cocinando con Corazón, and today I'm going to show you how to make gazpacho. Gazpacho is a cold vegetable soup that is made primarily of tomatoes and bell peppers, but also includes ingredients like garlic, olive oil, and bread. I know we're transitioning into fall and winter, but with the weather in Texas still being relatively warm, I thought I would share this dish that is especially enjoyed when it's warm outside. Now, before I share the recipe, I of course want to get into some of the history behind gazpacho. Gazpacho originated in Andalusia, which is the southernmost region in Spain and is actually where I'm from. The word gazpacho comes from the Arabic word for soaked bread, and believe it or not, the original recipe dates back to the 8th century. Even though the recipe for gazpacho is very old, the original recipe actually didn't include any of the modern day ingredients it includes today. In fact, the ingredients in modern day gazpacho, like tomatoes and bell peppers, were only added after they were introduced to Spain in the 16th century. And even though the original gazpacho was a simple dish, people now add Iberian ham and diced boiled eggs on top, as well as other extra ingredients. These ingredients are of course optional and don't have to be added if you have dietary restrictions. Something that I love about gazpacho is that it's versatile, nutritional, and refreshing on a hot day, but can be appreciated year-round. Now that I've gone over the history, we can start making the dish. Like last time, I'm doing a voiceover for this part, especially since we're going to be using a blender for most of the recipe. Again, the ingredients will be on screen for the rest of the video, but are also included in the video description along with the directions. Okay, so the first step you're going to want to do is wash all the ingredients thoroughly, since everything is going to be raw and can be very harmful to eat if not washed properly. Then you can start peeling and cutting the tomatoes. You don't need to peel the tomatoes, but my grandma said removing the skin gives the gazpacho a better taste, so I just followed what she said. Make sure to peel over the bowl you're putting all the ingredients in so that you can also catch the tomato juice. Then you can cut the tomato into smaller pieces, but these don't have to be perfect since you'll end up blending everything anyways. After that, you're going to cut up half a bell pepper, about 3/4 of a cucumber, a whole onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. Then you can add about half a cup of olive oil and about 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. I know this sounds weird, but it's crucial for the acidic taste. If you think it'll be too strong for you though, you can add a little less than the recommended amount. I forgot to show this part, but you're also going to add a small slice of bread that's a little less than the size of your palm, which will make the gazpacho thicker. Lastly, you're going to add lots of salt. Remember to not go overboard at the beginning because you can always add more at the end. I don't know if you noticed, but I did end up having to blend my ingredients in 2 parts because it didn't all fit in my blender, which is completely fine because the order of blending doesn't affect the product. One thing that's great about making gazpacho is that it requires no heat and can be made super quickly as a side or main dish. It's so interesting to see how a simple dish that used to be made of soggy bread, salt, garlic, and a couple other simple ingredients turned into a staple in Spanish cuisine. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you haven't already, make sure to check my Spanish tortilla recipe and stay tuned for upcoming videos on Mondays or Wednesdays. Thanks so much for watching!